you give up your own, you're just one of the fish,
Mm-hmm.
and you worship, you 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 follow a leader or someone to salvate. What do you call it? Salvate
To
you?
save you or to bring
Save
you
you, a
to
savior.
salvation.
Yeah, you want
Mm-hmm.
to follow a savior. So
Yeah.
that's Jesus. And
Ah.
so the past 2,000 years, that every age is 2,000 years long. So the
Mm-hmm.
Piscean age has been, from the birth of Jesus to
Yes.
now.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, and Jesus is the fish is a symbol of Christ
Mm.
also. Yeah.
Mm. Yes,
So,
correct. Yeah, I see that. Mm-hmm.
so we give up our individual
Mm.
sovereignty,
Mm.
and we follow the
Like we follow the
crowd.
collective, right? Like
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
described with your fashion, we follow,
Right,
what,
yes, yeah.
yeah, okay.
And now in the age of Aquarius, that makes it flips to it's grassroots instead.
Mm.
And each little strand of grass is like
Mm.
an individual.
Mm.
And everybody has to be his or her own leader, because the opposite of Aquarius is the Leo, and Leo is the leader. So
Mm.
if you don't have the Leo uh, opposition in you,
Mm.
then Aquarius it gets dangerous, because so Leo is also it's the heart. So you
Okay.
need to be in your heart. So
Uh,
each grassroot needs to be in his and
heart.
her heart. And
Mm.
then the collective is a beautiful thing. And it is about the grassroots rising against the uh, oppression, against the power, and power to the people.
Okay.
And it has been a process, a very long process. It's not, it's not a certain date that
Mm-hmm.
starts that this age, but it's very floating. So we have seen the first signs a long time ago. So it's a process of a couple of 100 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but what happens if we don't have the heart in with that? It is the crazy scientist, because Aquarius is also the genius. It's you know ruled by Uranus,
Mm-hmm.
which is the genius and science and everything. So, and that's what we see now. It's the AI. The AI is very Aquarian,
Yeah.
internet and everything,
Yeah.
and it's high tech,
Mm-hmm.
totally.
Mm-hmm.
And we can use it to benefit humanity or to destroy humanity. And that's where we're standing now. Is AI and all this going to take over, and the robots and
Mm-hmm.
the smart city
Yeah.
thing? Or are we, you know,
Mm.
going to take over
Mm.
the power to the people and
Yeah.
do,
Beautiful. When
yeah.
you said that, I just sort of, because you talked about Jesus and the 2,000 years of being in Pisces, and then when you said the little grass straw, my next feeling was like, okay, so then now each grass straw in their heart has the Christ consciousness.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. That's very good. A very good conclusion, because
Mm.
we need to understand the Christ message
Mm.
before we are graduate to
Oh, yes.
the Aquarian age, I think,
Right.
because we still haven't learned anything from the 2,000 years in Pisces.
Mhm.
We're still as primitive and
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
No, but we're not aware. We're not
Mhm.
conscious. That's
Mhm.
so the Christ consciousness. That's what we need to graduate with
Yeah.
before we can be full. competent
Mm.
grassroots
Mm.
with a Christ in our heart,
Mm.
actually.
Yeah, I love that. And also, it gives me a lot of hope because I'm seeing more and more people actually waking up and living their own lives, like you were saying, with the community farms and living in different spaces. And of course, when there's a shift over, like you said, there's many hundreds of years. It's not like, oh, we pulled the curtain on this one, then we release it, and now it's the Aquarian age. So
Right now.
it takes a long time, but
Oh yeah.
I'm really starting to see how people's values are changing.
Hmm.
They're valuing time with their family and their
Hmm.
friends and eating locally grown food,
Hmm.
like taking care of themselves and being kind to other people. It's just
Yeah.
um I feel like we're shifting away from the capitalism and the kind of like it's all for me into something more collective.
Yeah.
And I think that's really, really amazing.
Hmm.
And I feel that energy more and more. Like the more I
Mm.
talk to people, there's just more of that kind of openness, I would say.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an
That's
openness, a willingness to share,
mm.
and
Mm.
to do things together, which I think
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
quite beautiful.
Yeah. It is
Yeah.
very beautiful.
Yeah.
And you're a lot younger than me, so I think
Not a lot.
my friends, we're in the 60s. We're not,
Yeah.
I know, we're not. I don't see that in
Ah,
our, but because
yes.
I'm too old to start a farm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm too lazy now. I should, but if
True, but you're doing other things.
yeah, yeah, I'm
You're
the
constantly
brain.
doing other things, right?
Yeah.
Every time I speak to you, you're doing other things. So you're creating your farm, but it's like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
different.
but my farm is the thought process and the
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
scientist. I'm
Yeah. Yeah, because your job is not to maybe physically create a farm.
no,
Your job is to, again, be that connection
yeah,
between this and the
yeah,
ground
yeah,
to allow the farmers to do their work.
mhm,
People
yeah.
that have more earth in their system.
Mm.
Like I'm not a
And
farmer either. Yeah, go ahead.
no, but it is my job to provide with knowledge and
Yes.
thoughts.
Information. Yeah.
Information. And
Yeah.
I'm so happy for that mirroring.
Yeah.
It's